I want to give you full insight into what that is and what that's about for me. Because it has like a deeper meaning than just, I just want to go traveling, which I think is a great reason to go traveling. But for me, it comes with a purpose and with a purpose. So first though, I kind of got really excited about this night, obviously, and one of the things which I love the most about what it is that I do is singing with you guys. Like, it is a revolutionary experience for me, and it's like total medicine for the soul and the heart and the cells that vibrate and everything. So I kind of made this little flyer. It's got 2 photos in it which were Polaroids from a few of the open mics that we had, and inside are lyrics to 3 of my songs. And I don't know, it depends on how much time we have. I'd love to play them all tonight, but we'll just see how things go. And then there's just a few thank yous in here as well, which maybe I should read out, but I don't know, that's a bit intense. So I made this for you guys. Like, I wanted it to be something that you who have supported this night can carry away with you. Thank you so much. So, if you don't mind, just take one and pass it on. There are shitloads in there. I think I printed too many, so take 2 if you want, give them to friends. And afterwards, if you like, there's space on the back. If you want to come up and talk to me and write a note and have a connection, I'd really love that. And I want to connect as much as possible at this moment, and I really appreciate everyone. So thank you guys. I'd like to say a few thank yous that kind of stand out for me right now because, well, first of all, in terms of tonight, thank you to Nick, who's done our sound and just phenomenally just in the background making shit happen. And also so much to the staff members who served us all night. You guys are beautiful. And to yourselves, really, thank you for being here, for listening, for supporting, for singing. Holy shit, I cannot just get enough. So I'm gonna read this out. I might as well, because then it comes directly from me. And I'm so very honored that Miguel has arrived, because Miguel and I he was the sound engineer for this night for the most of the time, and unfortunately he couldn't do Wednesdays, and thank God Nick could step in. But Miguel, we went through some crazy shit together, so I'm just gonna read this out. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's see how it goes. Thank you for 2 years of everything I call magic, for hope and laughter, for shadow and glowing mysteries. These will live within me for all of my days. I kind of wrote this whole thing in one go. I knew what I wanted to say more than I do now. You gifted me your time and attention, these things which cannot be bought, yet have value beyond price. Fellow travelers, thank you for your company in this chapter of my journey. I love you and appreciate your existence with all my heart. Look at what we created together. Holy shit. I didn't have that in there, but it felt important to say. Special thanks to Miguel de Campos for being my companion as sound engineer for most of the last 2 years. Yeah, we went through heaven and hell together, managed to stay smiling for most of that time. You're a legend, dude. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to every single person who has stepped onto our stage, from the first timers to the featured act seasoned pros. Your willingness to share your beauty inspires me. Many of them have played here tonight. I'm not going to read out all the names I wrote down there. You're welcome to do that yourself and Google these beautiful people. Thank you, Inspiral, for allowing us to gather within your magical walls. I think let's just give up some big, big, big love to this place and those who run it. Thank you. Gratitude. And thank you to the staff for serving us with loving kindness all this time as well. And finally, thank you for coming every single week and making this happen, because it couldn't have happened without you. And it's going to be awesome. They're looking for someone to come in, and it's not going to be the same, but someone's going to take over the night, and it will continue. This has been an incredible experience for me, and I'm deeply honored. So, yes. Let's have some music. I'm going to start with a song that's really strong in my heart right now. It's called Twa Corbies, and it's an old Scottish song which I learned a while ago, and have been, since I broke my hand, it kind of like I couldn't really do much else other than sing, so this one took over, and now I can play again, which is really cool. Like, I'm playing a nylon string guitar tonight because my fingertips are all soft from not playing. So this song is kind of dark in its content, but I really love it. It's about 2 crows who are discussing what they can eat. And the one says to the other, well, I saw a dead knight in a ditch. Nobody knows he's there. And we can go and eat him. And they just talk about how when they're done, the wind will blow across his bones for all time. And it's sad and it's dark, but it's also incredibly beautiful in some ways. So this is Twa Corbies. These Lots of reverb, thank you, Nick. As I was walking all alone, I heard twa corbies mocking a main. And tay did say, oh, where shall we gang and dine the day, oh, where shall we gang and dine the day? It's in a hen, yon old fell dyke, I wot there lies a new slain knight, and nobody kens that he lies there, oh, but his hawk and his hound and his lady fair, oh, hawk and his hound and his lady fair. His hound is to the hunting gone, his hawk to fetch the wildfowl home. His lady's taken another maid, oh, so we may mock our dinner sweet, oh, we may mock our dinner sweet. You'll sit on his white house bone, I'll pocket his bonny blue wing, with a lock of his golden hair, oh, will thick our nest when it grows bare, oh, thick our nest when it grows bare. There's many a one for him mocks main, but none shall ken where he is lain, or his white bones when they are bare, oh, the wind shall blow forevermore, oh, wind shall blow forevermore. So, thank you. So now I want to sing a song with you guys, and then I have another surprise. I'm having fun with this. So, you have on the piece of paper there, I don't know if you can read it, it's Golden Shadows. Is there a capo floating around per chance? Oh, never mind. I was like, I'm sure I saw one just a minute ago. Nice. Yeah, I did that all on purpose. You know it's true. So, Nick has been recording this night. I meant to mention that like way earlier. But he's captured the sound, whatever it has been. And so, I'm not quite sure how we're gonna... I'm tuning the wrong string. Yes. Totes.
I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll see you. I will definitely see you there. I will. Isn't that lovely how South Africans say will instead of will? Will. Will you? So this song is like the first one I played when the hand specialist told me I could play guitar again, which is kind of ridiculous because it's my hardest song to play. It's called Golden Shadows, and don't be concerned about like, oh God, the lyrics we have to sing. But in the chorus, a lot of you already know this one, so feel free to join in. And this really is a song about reflection, about the people in our life who reflect back at us, the parts which shine the brightest, even when we're the most confused. And so I kind of wrote this sitting in the warehouse I live in with the sun shining through the window, watching my housemates just do the beautiful things they do every day. And just thinking how awesome it is to have people in my life who reflect back the stuff that shines even when I don't believe in it. And kind of that's a lot of what this place has done for me over the last few years. So this is Golden Shadows. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to say now, I'm probably going to make a number of mistakes because I haven't done, I'm out of practice, yeah. Told you I was crazy as we sat upon the sun. We laughed with everyone who passed us by. All you would say was maybe as I left you on the moon. I gave myself more room to watch you shine. We're all gonna shine. Golden shadows in the afternoon, lost in wonder at what we've come through. Golden shadows in the afternoon, we're making love. It's all we do, all we do, all we do. Tell you that I'm crazy as we sink into the earth. We find value in our birth deep in the ground. All that you say is maybe, and then we begin to bloom, shine brighter as we grow back to the clouds. And we're all gonna grow. Shadows in the afternoon, lost in wonder at what we've come through. Golden shadows in the afternoon, we're making love. It's all we do, all we do, all we do. That I'm crazy when we dance upon the sky. We'll shake petals from our eyes to line the road. And all you will say is maybe, and then you'll show me why. We're more than getting by, we're going home. We're all going home. Shadows in the afternoon, lost in wonder at what we've come through. Golden shadows in the afternoon, lost in love, my bad, it's all we do. Golden shadows in the afternoon, lost in wonder at what we've come through. Golden shadows in the afternoon, we're making love. It's all we do, all we do, all we do, all we do, all we do. Well played, everyone. So, the story of why I'm going, I think maybe that's a good time to tell it now. It's kind of a complicated one. I had a sentence come into my head today, and perhaps that's apt, it's part of it. It's that I'm curious to find out whether the time of the troubadour has returned. Because what I'm experiencing, and actually there are several people here tonight who are patrons of my art, and that's kind of where the whole thing began to really kick off for me, was that there's a website online that allows people to sign up and pledge a monthly amount, whatever they can afford or choose to, just to support artists so they just keep making art. It's really straightforward, but it's kind of revolutionary because we're so trained to expect some kind of product in return for art. You know, like, I want a CD, I want the painting, I want... And in this case, what people are doing is like, I love what you do, it has a positive impact on my world, here's money, just keep doing it. And it used to be done, Shakespeare, all those dudes were supported by patrons. And basically I launched this, I signed up like 4 or 5, almost 6 months ago now, and it just, everything changed. Like suddenly I had these people from all over the world who were just like, we want you to keep making the art that you do, please, here's money, just keep doing it. It was fucking changed my life. I was like in tears almost every day. Every time new people were signing up, I was like, I can't believe this is happening. So that's a revolution, and in many ways it's given me the freedom to think outside of my own boxes. Like I had this idea of professional musician, I need to like play bigger shows and get on the festival circuit and play to bigger crowds and agents and all that stuff, and I realized what really works for me is this, exactly this. Connecting with people, telling stories, talking, opening hearts, opening minds, being real with one another. This is what works for me. And if you look at the major industry, which I know a lot about, it's scary what's going on there a lot of the time. It really, really is. And so I'm very grateful. I want to thank all my patrons who are here tonight. I'm not sure exactly where you all sat, but I just love you guys like beyond possible. Thank you for supporting what I do. And so finally, the piece is that I had this huge flash. I broke my hand and suddenly my whole life changed. I couldn't play. I couldn't distract myself from what I was feeling anymore. What I was feeling was trapped. And so I realized that part of me, who I am, I've always felt kind of nomadic, and at the same time, I feel like there must be people who are living in the world who are doing it in a different way to what we're being sold by mass media, where it's not about how much you accumulate or how much you make or how high up the pyramid you climb, but it's more about connection and sinking in and slowing it down. And my song's all about that stuff. So what this choice is for me is that I want to go on the road and basically find the communities that resonate with me and go and spend time in those communities and learn their stories and hear from them. Why do you live this life? What inspired you? What did you leave behind? What are your challenges? What are your joys? And then I want to tell those stories and write songs that have the energy of those places and share it again with my community online, like using the internet as this incredible tool. So for wherever I am in the world, I can be telling my stories. And my goal is to be completely supported by patrons doing that, because then we're free. We are liberated by our choice to support one another moving forward. I don't have to answer to any corporation in terms of how I do what I do. So that's my story. I'm headed off. I was always going to go to California. That was pre-booked. Okay. Yeah, sure, with pleasure. Maybe, yeah. We'll talk later. So yeah, my sister's getting married, so I was booked to go over there anyway. So when I get back, I'll be back in London 20th of November, probably here for maybe up to a month. But then I'm planning the next step, and it's probably going to be South Africa, which is where I'm from, and I have a good network there, and I want to test this out. The life of a troubadour, one who travels from community to community, sharing stories, the sort of bloodline of the connection of what makes, keeps the communities together. And I'm going to try it out in South Africa and see how it goes and just experiment. So that's why I'm going traveling. It's because not because I want to go away, but because I want to go towards, if that makes sense. And I'm going to miss you all so very, very, very much. So now I'd like to call a friend on stage. Her name is Yana, and we kind of recently connected and started singing a little bit together, and we really haven't practiced at all. We keep threatening to, but yeah, wait, let's, can I move this one aside? Yeah. Let's not do that one, let's see, yeah, that's a height of the mic. So we found out that there's this one song that we both really love doing and singing, and we haven't managed to think of another single song that we're going to do together yet, but hopefully time will bring it to us. Bring it to us time. Is that? When I come back, exactly. So this is a song. Wait, don't get the crowd against me. Yeah, that would be, it's too hard. Okay, so this one's a bit harder for me to play. My finger, I broke this bone, and this finger doesn't do like stretches so well, so there's a few things in here that, meh. But anyway, this is a song called Falling Slowly, and I'm honored to be able to sing this with such a wonderful human being, so yes. Oh, yes. Okay, thank you for the entire experience. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Look forward to it. Thank you. How exciting. So, this is Falling Slowly. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me, and always fool me, and I amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You made it now. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. You have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you won. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You make it now. Falling slowly, sing your melody. I'll sing it loud. Yana, everybody. Damn! He's got a set of lungs. All right, so just a couple more songs and we're going to sing these ones together. How do you guys feel about that? Right. Several, like the practical side, which I have a tendency to forget. We will pass the hat, which is actually the tin. I do have a hat here, but I thought the tin has almost more of a tradition than the hat, because I constantly forget the hat and have a tin. So I'll pass that around. If you do want to support what I'm doing in any way, shape or form, that's one of the options. Amazing. Another one, on the back of those cards I've given you is a sign that says become my patron on Patreon, and there is a link there. If you feel moved by what I'm doing, if you think that the world needs more troubadours, if you want to support, it starts at $1 a month, which I think is an awesome amount to support. And people apologize to me when that's what they give. Like someone signed up just today or yesterday, and they're like, I'm really sorry, it's only $1. What she doesn't know is that when I saw that email come in, I was like, this is so awesome. Because it's not about that it's $1 or $100, it's people give what they can, and it's about people connecting, and we take the power back, and that's what it's about. So those are some of the ways. So I also have a bunch of albums here, which for tonight, I'm just kind of giving them. So if you give what they're worth, I usually sell them for £5 each. It's my new EP. I'm going to put them out here. I'm going to sit here after my show, and you're welcome to come up and have hugs and high fives and talks and take albums and put money and do whatever the hell feels good to you. And the final thing, I kind of got really excited about tonight. Okay, so I also have a little book which has a pen that goes with it. And if you feel that you want to offer any words that of anything at all, I'm going to pass that around as well, along with the hat. So that's it. Let's have another song together, I think. Bloody! Did you see where I put the capo? Did anyone see where? I changed mic stands. That's so confusing. This song's called "Always Wondering," and this is a song about all of us, because we're all kind of we're all in life, right? So we can't really see the bigger picture a lot of the time because we're fucking in it, and it's happening, and there's shit in front, there's stuff behind, and it's how do we And this song is the perspective of the eagle or the higher self or God or goddess or whatever it is that you want to connect with in terms of that spirit being, the self being, the bigger one, which gets to kind of fly above it all and watch the beautiful pattern we are all walking as we go through this journey. And that's what this song's about. It's called Always Wondering. And those of you who know it, I think let's just start with the chorus, and we'll teach those who don't. And the lyrics are on that little piece of paper you got. So I'm just gonna, let me just get my vibe going, yeah? Seek and you shall find, Life happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek. Got it. Always wondering. If you'd like to sing, Naomi, it's up to you, but you're welcome to join me up here. I kind of like the harmonies you do on this one. All right, this is the eagle. Yeah, I love it so much. Way down there, see you walking in the woods, always wondering. Searching for a place to rest your head. My head's full of locations I imagine you have lain. I'm always wondering, seeking all the signs I know you've seen and what they mean. Life happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Life happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know. Always wondering, always wondering. I've seen some imprisoned by old secrets they were keeping, blind to all the light that guides their way. What a shame. Seek and you shall find. Life happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I. Let's hear you guys. Seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know. Always wondering, always wondering. You who walk with courage through the darkness and the light, you're always wondering. You're searching with a smile upon your face for life's embrace. Seek and you shall find. Life happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Life happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know, so seek and you shall find. Love happens in its own time. Seek and you shall find. You know and I know. Always wondering, always wondering.